Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Tuesday, so it's Temu Tuesday. I was really working on this one. In the May craft haul, I got an 8-pack of what they call milk cotton. So there were 8 little skeins like this for, I think it was, hang on. I have it here, $7.49. 25 grams each, 70 meters. So, yeah, that's a pretty good chunk of yarn to use up. And you know how I like to finish off yarns. So I started with one of the items that was on my summer bucket list. I did make a blog post where I listed 50 items that I would like to get made this summer, either for restocking for craft shows or just because it's been on my list for a while. Okay, one of them was a purple possum. So I made a purple possum. Then, okay, I showed you yesterday the pink frog. Well, I want to make like a rainbow of these frogs. I've got a green one. He's back there. This was the pattern from the Temu kit that I got. So rather than working them up in the Temu yarn, which was really thin and took a size B hook, I used this yarn that I used an E hook for. And I've got 2. I still have on my summer bucket list to make one in yellow. So one of these days, I'll get to that. I want to take this pattern and try to cut it down to half size. Yeah, these are cute, but they do take a while to make because I think you get up to about 42 stitches, and you have to do a lot of rounds, 42 stitches. So I want to see if I can cut the pattern in half. So I just have a frog that's just a couple inches tall. They're going into the light box because they need pictures. Then, I think this guy was next. I decided to see how the yarn worked if you did it double. So I made my baby dragon pattern. This is a pattern that I've got scribbled out, but I've never published. I like the way this one turned out. I did vary from the pattern. I just kept going and made the tail longer than usual. And I added some of my own hair. There is one silver hair. There we go. No, I didn't get it. I may have to. There we go. Got it. Don't you? I've seen t-shirts that say, I crochet a little bit of me into everything I make. Yeah, I did with this one. While the body is held double with a K hook, the horns were just regular worsted weight yarn with an F hook. So, yay for chunky yarn. Boom. Then I saw a video by my friend Bonnie over at Strawberry Bonnie, and she was showing the monsters that she has made because she tests my patterns for me. And I was like, oh man, my May monster. I haven't done 2.0 on that because I make my first monster scribbling out the notes, then I type it up, and I make another one using my notes, marking corrections. I think I've got like 4 different corrections to mark, and trying to decide what pictures I need to take. Oh dear, I need to get working on the May monster. So I made my May monster. See, he's got little tentacles under his arm. And for the original, I made 3 little white circles that you would put the safety eye through and sew on, and a little mouth you could sew on. This one, I went for the no-sew version. The arms and the ears are crocheted on as you go, so all you have to do is embroider the mouth and add his little poofy hair at the end. So now all I have to do is get some pictures, do the editing of the pattern, and get it out to her for testing. So, okay. I still had, well, I think I had 2 partial skeins and 2 full skeins left now. The partial skeins from working him double. Okay, what do I do? So I start going through my patterns. Ooh, the Flower Power Hippo. Now, I did make this before. And the pattern called for you to make a chain and do double crochets in the chain to make the foofy skirt. And I made it, and the foofy skirt was not long enough to go around the fullest part of the belly, so I had to go up under the arms. I don't like the way that turned out. So for this one, when I got down to round 17, I did back loop only. And then I used that exposed front loop to crochet on the tutu. But I'm thinking I should have dropped it down a few rows so that the tutu was lower on the body. And then, like, I have the tail under the tutu. If I dropped the tutu down to about where the tail is, then I put the tail over the tutu. But I like the way she turned out. So this is with the DK weight Temu yarn. This is with Dollar Tree chenille. So we have the hippos. Well, I was left with about 1 skein, a partial skein. I weighed it up to see how much I had, and then I started going through my notebook, my Speedy Gonzales notebook, because that has all my quick, Speedy Gonzales, all my quick patterns. Well, on a lot of my patterns, I will weigh my yarn before and after and have a note written in on the pattern that says exactly how many ounces or grams it uses. And that's for worsted weight. And this is how much I had left over after making the next project. This is lighter than a worsted weight. It's undoing there. Okay. I thought it was a chain spun, but no, it's twisted. It doesn't, what do you call it? When you snag like one split, it doesn't split as much as most yarns. I like that. There are some yarns I do not like to use because they split so much. So, stop that rabbit trail. I was going through my book, which is in alphabetical order. Okay, I have, what was it, like, I said that was 25 grams. I have 17 grams. What can I make? I'm not sure that was even 17 grams. I'm just coming up with a number. One of the first patterns said that it used 16 grams. I'm like, might be cutting it close, but you know, this is lighter than worsted weight, so I should be fine. I made an axolotl. It's from a YouTube tutorial. I think it's by Fancy Llama. So that used up the last of my yarn. So I think I added it up, and the prices that I would put on these things, I think from my $7.49 bag of yarn, I think I got about $85 worth of stuff for upcoming shows. The thing is, you know, purple possum, purple frog, purple axolotl, purple hippo, they're a bit outside of the box. They're a little different from usual. So it's going to take a special customer, somebody who really likes purple, to want to get those. But it was fun. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do for next week's Temu Tuesday, because there's one little skein of yarn, and there's another, was it orange or pink? Pink. There's a skein of pink. But I might be getting my birthday package before then. I have 2 packages coming from Temu. One is just a list of stuff. I went through, it's like, yeah, I want to get this, I want to get this, I want to get this, I want to get this. And I had a whole list made up for the June craft haul. Well, that option wasn't available for me. But Storage Solutions was. So I went through and I did an order of storage bags, because I use, oh, they're not showing. I have these big vinyl bags that I use to take my stuff to craft shows. So I wanted to try a few different ones and see how well they hold together, you know, how they are size-wise. Just check them out. How they stack, because stacking stuff is good. And I got one thing that I would use, I'm going to try as a display item for the table. Okay, I'll get that. I'll report on that if that comes for next week's Temu Tuesday. This was last Saturday, June 1st. And I just couldn't get out of my mind. I had that nice list of all the stuff I wanted to get. So I'm like, I'm going to order myself a birthday present, because my birthday's on Friday, the 7th. So I went through and I ordered all the stuff that I wanted to get. I told my husband, if I'm not home when this Temu package arrives, if you want to wrap it up, tell me happy birthday. I ordered my own gift. So I'll have that too. I'll have to do a Temu Tuesday for that. But I have to work today. I'm trying to zoom through this video and then leave for work. And then I have to go shopping. I figured by the time I do a full day of work and grocery shopping and like getting into the hot car to drive to the store, my car doesn't have air conditioning. It's getting fixed on Thursday. Shopping, loading up the car in the heat. I figured I'd just be a mess by the time I got home from work and unloading the groceries and getting them put away and making dinner and all that. I'm not going to feel like making a video tonight. So, okay, do it in the morning while I'm still fresh and energetic, and I could say caffeinated, but I drink decaf coffee. I did have some coffee though. Very tasty. So I will go to work and do my shopping, and eventually I will get back to playing with yarn. I'm working on one of the items for my summer bucket list, which is a Ballerina Kitty. I could put up a picture of the last one I made. This new one is going to be the same color of gray for the head and the arms and legs, but the tutu itself is pink. Okay. And I have a knit project going on for Mystery Yarn Challenge 624. And I'm sure I'll come up with another project soon. I want to dig into that basket of yarn that I took out and make a loaf cat in like rainbow pastels. But I'm using the pink for the Ballerina Kitty, so I don't want to tie up the yarn for another project before I finish the first one. I have to do things in order. But I'm really knocking stuff off that summer bucket list. I mean, it's only June, today's the 4th? June 4th, and I think I have finished 6 or 7 items from the list. So I shouldn't have a problem finishing it by the end of the summer. There's going to be a couple of trips where my husband's driving while I'll have hours of crochet time. So I'll get it done. But right now, I'm stalling. I need to go pack a lunch and go to work. So bye-bye.